Hi, if you are starting as an entrepreneur or if you are looking for ways to speed up the efficiency of your marketing department or graphic designers' work when it comes to social media posts and other areas of your business, then this tutorial should be helpful. I'm going to walk you step by step through Canva and how this can actually work and what are the things that are important for beginners. So let's start. I'm going to log into my Canva. As you can see, I'm already logged in. And let's start by looking at some basics. So on the upper left corner, you have menu, which you can hide and show again. In the upper right corner here, you have settings, which are pretty important also. And then you have the main area of your screen, the search function. So I'm going to go ahead and try to cover the essentials of all of these. So the Magic Studio is the pretty new thing in Canva, which you can use to convert, let's say, one post of one resolution to the other social media and create some stuff pretty efficiently, pretty fast. Projects is the area in which you are able to access all of your projects and existing things that you have done for yourself. So this is, as you can see, everything is like full me and Carolina and everything like that. What is important here is that you have the filtering functionality. So you can filter by category. Let's say that I would like to only see my LinkedIn posts here. And if I will go to LinkedIn post, then yeah, I can only see right now the LinkedIn posts. I can also filter the last 30 days, last 90 days, and so on and so forth, which can come in handy because the search function in Canva comes with some complexities, but I'll get to that in a second. But the filtering is pretty cool. The templates is the area in which you can browse through different templates that people have created for different purposes, ranging from presentations through leaflets, infographics, and so on. Let's say that you are looking for something that will be on education, it will be on the subject of science, right? And here you can see that there is a whole bunch of different assets that you can access, that you can check out, right? Let's say that you are looking for something on business, right? And let's say that you would like to create some sort of flyer for your business. Boom, you have different examples that you can then access. And if I will click on it, you can see that here's how it looks. Then I can choose what kind of size I would like it to have, what should be the size of that. And here, once I will click customize this template, I will be able to access it and edit it according to my needs. So this is what the templates will do. And I'll not go through all of that, but you have videos here, you have social media posts. Like I said, you have some cool presentations that you can really quickly adapt to the needs of your business. So this is pretty cool. You have photos, so everything that you have, that you are creating and you are looking for some stock images that will enrich your designs, enrich your videos, enrich your social media posts, you can search for in here. So if you will click money, boom, you will get a whole bunch of different graphics, different pictures on money that you can then go ahead, click and use in a design. If you will click use in a design, and again, you will choose a particular type of content. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. You will click LinkedIn post, boom. You are getting this in the format of a LinkedIn post. So if you will resize it really quickly, then you will get something in a shape of a LinkedIn post. Of course, this doesn't look perfect right now. You get the idea. So that's when it comes to the menu here. You can also build your brand kit. I have a separate video on that linked below to the description of this one. So if you want to build your brand kit in Canva, it's pretty straightforward and you can do it really fast. You have also option to integrate Canva with various applications. It's right now integrated also with AI, so it's pretty straightforward to generate some images in Canva also through AI or with AI. So this is when it comes to the menu. When it comes to settings, it's also pretty straightforward. You can add a bunch of people here. You can add a multi-factor authenticator if you wish to be more crazy about security, which I probably should enable. As you can see, it's not done yet. You also have reports, so you can check out how many designs were created, when, and so on. So this is something that can be pretty handy. And also you have the social media integrations that you can have in here, and you can connect your Facebook, you can connect your LinkedIn, and push the designs directly from Canva to your social media, which also can be time saving when it comes to social media marketing and stuff. So menu we have covered, settings we have covered. What else is there to Canva? Of course, designs. So the search in Canva, as I mentioned, it can be pretty tricky to use at the very beginning because you typing something in, let's say money, and then you are getting the templates as the number one, as you can see. But maybe you did notice that here you can choose to browse either your project. So if I will go to projects and I'll type in Easter, there's just Easter a week ago here. So I can see all of the designs that we have created around Easter that I'm able to use right now and edit or download according to my needs. So this is pretty important to remember about, because I caught myself at the very beginning to just type in stuff and, oh, this is not our design, where is it? Because I had templates highlighted for some reason. So just a small tip, but maybe it will be helpful for you. So this is the search functionality. When it comes to the designing stuff in Canva, all you need to do is to click create a design, and then you will be prompted for choosing the particular format. Let's stick with the LinkedIn post. This is something that I'm pretty used to and I do most often. And as you can see, from the moment that you enter a new design, you can see a lot of different options here, a lot of templates that you can use, something like strategies for success, we are hiring, a whole bunch of things that you can really quickly adapt to your needs. Let me show it to you really quickly. So as you can see, there is a graphic design here. It looks pretty good, but I would like to adapt it to my brand book. So all I need to do actually is that I need to go here, highlight something, and then choose from my palette of colors. So if I would like to choose this, all I need to do is create that and the colors that are our brand colors. And as you can see really quickly, you are getting the result that is feeling more like your company. Let's say that I will remove the Lyceria & Co. from the top, and I will just replace it with our logo here. And as you can see, the design is ready in seconds actually. So there are dozens, there are hundreds, there are thousands of templates in Canva that you can use that most of the people will just not notice if this is not your brand, and it looks really professional from the get-go. So this is really cool. But if you have like your design and you would like to change things around, there's absolutely no problem with that. On the left, you have the menu that is sort of a navigation of the different things that you can do throughout your design. So let's say that we are going to stick with the one that I have created. As you can see, I just clicked undo here in the upper left corner, which is pretty useful if you will just do stuff or do something accidentally. And on the left, you have elements, which are different elements, different graphic things that you can apply to your design really quickly. And I'll not go through all of that, but if you'll just type something in funnel, let's say, boom, then you have a pictogram that reflects funnel. If you want something that has to do with money, then you have a pictogram that has to do something with money. So this all goes and happens really quickly. Creating your own design is just a moment of thinking about something, and just boom, you can add things and create them on the go. Then you have text. And if you will create your brand kit, you will already see here the titles that are matching your brand. So here, as you can see, I have a title that is already done in the Made Tommy font, which is our brand font. So really quickly, you can add stuff that is according to your brand. Here in brand, I have my logos, I have my colors. Like I said, there is a separate video on that if you would like to get deeper into that. You have uploads. So if you will upload a photo of yourself and then boom, you would like to add it in here, then you can add the photo. You can really quickly go to the photo settings and then click replace background, and boom, there is me on the We Are Hiring ad. You can, like I said, do a lot of things in order to make it more brand friendly or according to your needs. You can, of course, draw, so this is something that can come in handy when it comes to using Canva on iPad, which, by the way, is pretty cool. I have used it many times. And you have access to your past projects also in here. You can also create something with AI, so you have DALL-E in here, so create an image of a professional looking for a job. And we'll see what DALL-E will come up with. This is really quick example, but it's, I think, cool that you can do this from within Canva and you don't have to create something with AI separately and then add it to Canva. You can just use it from what the Canva will create for you. As you can see, it's not as cool as I would like it to, but the prompt was pretty poor, so maybe we'll not get into that right now. And what is also important is that you have your top menu here. So once you click on a particular element, you will see that you can either edit, change stuff around, and depending if this is a text, you can change the font, change the color, add some effects, animate. And I will not go through all of these because the bottom line is that you need to actually get used to using Canva in order to try to figure stuff out and determine if this is actually worth your while to use, for example, animation on a text. But it's being added really quickly, so you can really quickly create a GIF that will be more playful to look at on LinkedIn posts and so on. So that's pretty neat. What is also important, and I also have a separate video on that, is the layers, because once you have a lot of stuff going on here, it's hard to click on a particular element. So if you will click the right button of your mouse and go to layer and click on show layers in here, or you'll just use the shortcut, you can see all of the layers and you can really quickly access stuff here. So that's pretty cool. And when it comes to using this, let's say that I've finished my design, it's all done, there is some animation in here, I would like to share it. Like I said, you can push it directly to your social media, you can share it with people if you have done this in the past, so they can access this from a link, or you can download it, of course. And once you will download, you can choose your own format. I've added some animations in here, so the suggested format for me is MP4. But let's say that I would like to go ahead and download it as a GIF. So I can click GIF, click download, and boom, it's getting ready to download, and I'll have it on my drive in no time. I hope that this was helpful walkthrough through the beginnings or the beginner's guide to Canva. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you would like me to cover any specifics around Canva, I will do my best to do so. Although I'm not a super professional, certified hero, expert, blah, blah. But I think that it's very helpful when it comes to managing designs and graphic designs in your day-to-day activities, because like I said, I can, within a couple of seconds actually, create my own social media post that looks acceptably professional and is not complicated. And at the same time, it is according to my brand and it looks good. So I think that's pretty cool. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel. Have a great rest of the day and let me know what other topics you would like us to cover in the future videos.